Anthony Ganji. Welcome to another episode of Tear Talk. Guys, we have an interesting update coming our way from Columbus, Ohio. It relates to the Tepe murders. So that is the murder of Spencer and Monique Tepe. It looks like they got surveillance footage, and it looked like they cut the timeline from what I heard originally was like 9 to 9 on December 30th, so 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., so basically the 29th into the 30th. Then it was 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. Now it's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So that's a 3-hour window. That's actually good news. That means that the timeline is closing. That means we're starting to narrow things in. I want to show you a quick little video. It's coming from the news. It's going to be surveillance footage. That means that they may have a person of interest. And I want to answer a few questions that I seen in some of the comments. This will be a quick video, guys. There's really, it's a great update, don't get me wrong, but we don't have a lot of information.
With a story that has gained attention across the country, the hunt continues for the killer who took the lives of a Columbus couple just last week, just days before the new year. And tonight we're hearing from the family of the victims and getting a look at video of a person of interest in this case. Aaron Simonek has the very latest. Aaron.
Yeah, Rodney, Columbus police say they're working diligently to solve this case, receiving numerous tips to help with the investigation. We'll show you this new surveillance video released Monday night, a potential person of interest. As the investigation nears its 1-week mark, police potentially getting closer to pinpointing a suspect.
Columbus police believe Spencer and Monique Tepe were murdered on the second floor of their Wineland Park home between the hours of 2 and 5 a.m. the morning of December 30th. This video released Monday evening showing a man walking near the Tepe's home sometime within those 3 hours with his hood up and his head down. This is the only video released to media of any kind of evidence that could lead detectives to a suspect.
I still see, these images of Spencer, pictures that people are sending me, and it's like, he's not gone. There's no way he's gone. There's no way Monique's gone. Like that can't be possible.
Rob Misla says Spencer and Monique Tepe were two of the most admirable people in his life. Their family and the nation stunned as all eyes remain on the investigation.
And she just, started hyperventilating, and it took a minute to figure out, what was happening. And then from there, it was just like kind of an instant realization that all of our entire lives are never going to be the same again.
The Tepes would have celebrated their 5-year wedding anniversary in just a few weeks. Misla says their children, 4 and 1, are in good care of family, along with their family dog.
How do you tell 4-year-old that, she's never going to see her parents again? It's just awful, but we've been giving them all of our love.
Misla describing Monique as warm, charming, and strong. Spencer known as calm, steady, and kind. With funeral arrangements in the works, investigators following the case closely. No interview was made available to ABC6 on Monday.
We'd rather have it done right instead of fast. And we understand that these kind of things in process, and there's, a lot of moving parts and pieces.
A loving couple, 2 young children left behind with plenty of unanswered questions.
And what is your message to the person behind this?
This person didn't just take 2 lives, right? They took a son and a daughter, a brother and a sister, and an aunt and an uncle, cousins. And they obviously took 2 beautiful souls who are just lovely parents.
Now, a major question also still remains tonight. Why would someone do this? If you or anyone you know might have information to help investigators, you can stay anonymous. Reach out to Crime Stoppers at 614-461-TIPS or Columbus Police. For now, on your side, Aaron Simonek, ABC6 News.
Thank you, Aaron.
Monday night case, working diligently to solve this case, receiving numerous tips to help with the investigation.
So they say they have these beautiful $700,000 homes, but they're very close to bad neighborhoods. And I've actually lived in a nicer area of a town that really had a lot of concerns. And this is just a quick little story, something I learned I'll share with you, but it doesn't really apply here, but there's still a lesson. So I was in my house. My neighbor reached out and gave me a call that said somebody was rummaging through our cars. And turned out they did. We went to check our cars, and our cars were, the insides were destroyed. It looks like it was someone that had just crossed in from, like pretty much literally over the tracks. We did catch the guy, me and him. We called Patterson PD. But I learned a familiar lesson that day that I want to share with you. I actually had my garage door opener in my car. Now, it doesn't apply here because I don't see a garage door here, but just for a lesson to be shared, that person could have easily gotten in my car and then pushed open the garage door and then got into my house. A lesson I never forgot. Actually, even the next house I bought, which is the house I'm in now, I don't want my garage connected to my home. So, just a lesson, the convenience of everything. But here I am. God forbid you leave your car unlocked. You think your home's protected, and your garage door opener is in your car, and it's main entrance to your house. And I should have known better. But I share that lesson, so hopefully others, can take it in. All right, so let's just see. I want to see how this guy walks, because they say that, as I said, there's the neighborhood around it ain't so good, but this area itself may be the better area. And some people are saying if you don't catch this person soon, the property is going to go down in value, because right now, obviously the community's scared because they don't know what happened here.
Tips to help with the investigation. We'll show you this new surveillance video released Monday night.
I'm just curious. I want to check out how he walks real quick. Just see if he's steady or a little off balance. And this is a scary thing because, if you do have someone that's an addict or whatnot, they do cross into the neighborhoods, and they could be very, very dangerous. Addicts can be very dangerous, especially when backed into a corner. People don't realize that. And now, with addicts, some carry weapons like guns. Some of them carry machetes. A lot of these people that are doing these attacks that we've covered on this channel before, some of them are meth addicts. Let's take a look.
A potential person of interest. As the investigation nears its 1 week mark, police potentially getting closer to pinpointing a suspect.
Columbus police believe Spencer.
It looks like he kept his head down purposely when he starts to get to this driveway. So it looks like maybe he scoured the neighborhood before, but it looks like he goes around this car, and then when he gets to this part, he puts his head down. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just see. It looks like it's purposeful, like he's hiding himself. Maybe he's someone that knows the neighborhood.
Released Monday night, a potential person of interest. As the investigation nears its 1 week mark, police potentially getting closer to pinpointing a suspect.
Columbus police believe
Maybe
Spencer
could have gotten hit with wind in the face too. Who knows? But I wanted to mention one other thing. There's really not much here. It's a great update. Don't get me wrong. So one thing I want to mention is, let me just close this video. Just share, just food for thought. So when the police release something to the public, it does mean they need help, but it doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. It doesn't mean that they're lost or confused. Sometimes they do it to add evidence to a direction they already believe is possible. So you figure right now they would be interviewing everybody that's close to Monique and Spencer. So they'd be very close in their orbit. So if that was somebody that looked familiar, the police would probably know who that individual is. So I know a lot of people may think it could be an ex-husband, whatever it is, because you could recognize somebody just from a walk. So they would be talking to anybody that's within these two people's orbits and just try to say, hey, do you think you know who this person is? Maybe by the walk, what they're wearing, whatever it is. So again, when they release the video to the public, it could be two things. It could be one, they don't know, and they're looking to identify who that person is. Or, well, also partnered with that, it could also be that they're just trying to collect more video evidence. Maybe they do know, but they want to try to get more evidence that puts him specifically closer to the house. So I know people are saying, they posted this up. That means they may not know who this person is. I don't, that's not always the case. That could be the case. And it's a great insight from those that are asking that. But sometimes it's more about collecting evidence. Maybe they do know who that person is because they do have a big circle, but they just want to collect more evidence. In my opinion, I'm going to lean with I think that could be just someone coming from the other side of town, scoping things out. And that could be a concern. Whether they did anything or not, still a person of interest, but it's definitely a good update because now they have the time frame within 2 to 5. So now maybe people in that neighborhood, please check out your video cameras, your surveillance footage, check out anything because that's good evidence going forward. And that brings us a lot closer. I think that's a great find. I would love your thoughts. Please comment below. And as always, guys, please stay safe.